Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahawashi, Bahashem Hakodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. On the high spirit, we in Judah. And today I want to go into a topic entitled The Archetype of Yahawashi. The Archetype of Yahawashi. And the reason why I'm going into this is because, I think about the movie They Clone Tyrone. I think about the movie They Clone Tyrone, and basically what I've assessed is that the clones represents models. They represent archetypes of characters that Esau wants the 12 tribes to imitate, all right, or emulate. All right, these are archetypes. These are models. If you watch the movie They Clone Tyrone, all right, I believe the clones represents archetypes, all right, that Esau wanted us to imitate, all right, in this paradigm, all right, in his kingdom, all right, and it's so deep and it's so real that it seems to be surreal, all right, and in this matrix, because this is the matrix, all right, this is Babylon. This is Babylon the Great. This is a spiritual laboratory, all right, in which our people and ourselves are and have been in the sunken place. Our people, 2/3 of our people currently are in the sunken place, but we were once in the sunken place. As it says in 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter, know that ye were Gentiles given unto these dumb idols. All right. Know that ye were Gentiles given unto these dumb idols. All right. We were in the sunken place. All right. We imitated or emulated the archetypes or the models that Esau Edom has set out for us. All right. Such as, all right, the street nigga model. All right. The athletic nigga model. All right. The preacher model, or the businessman model, or the businessman archetypes. All right. Because it also tells you that in her is found the souls of men. It's as though like you sold your soul in exchange for these archetypes. And if you lived in a so-called Black Hispanic community, a lot of times you'll feel lame. You may feel left out if you didn't fit into these particular archetypes, man. Right? But furthermore, Esau purposely created these archetypes, these models, these role models, like these rappers, these actors. These are role models, these basketball players that he wanted us to imitate because he could control that. If you take millions of Jake and make them chase 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 models, you control those models. If they emulate those models, all right, those archetypes, then you've already dictated their life path. All right. But it tells you that they that are of Yahawashi are of a new creature. Because when you wake up to the knowledge of Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi Salak, when you wake up to the knowledge of Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi, lightning struck your archetype. Lightning struck your Babylonian engineer archetype. It struck it. It destroyed it like an idol. It destroyed an idol, man. And the new creature is imitating the archetype of Yahawashi, right? Which is the image of Yahweh. All right. That's why Yahawashi came on the earth and said, I and my Father are one. All right. That's a beautiful name for your YouTube page, because it's going into what we're talking about, GMS and his likeness. Because likeness is basically an image. All right. An archetype, a figure, a model. So we follow the likeness of engineer archetypes, all right, that he set up for the 12 tribes. All right. Like you got the homies, right? Like they got this little candy machine where they have something called the homies, and they had all these different archetypes or stereotypes of the homies, which are the northern kingdom of Israel. But he did the same thing with southern kingdom. Okay, he did the same thing with the southern kingdom. He created these stereotypes, man. Like it's as though he created a book, a comic book, and he drew out different characters. And he created a script for each character. All right, the Tupac archetype, you know. But these are things that we follow as lost sheep in Babylon, man. All right, this captivity is the most demonic and sorcery engineered captivity, because this man within this captivity, he mastered mind control. See, this captivity is less physical and more mental. It's more psychological. This is dealing directly with your mind. We're not physically in chains and shackles. We're mentally and spiritually in chains and shackles. Christianity is a form of oppression, because it oppresses you from your real religion, your real lifestyle, your real way of life. All right? Christianity is a form of oppression, and it's part of that sorcery. It's part of that being in darkness. Christianity for the 12 tribes is a form of darkness. All right? Street culture, all right, for the 12 tribes is a form of darkness. All right, because you're viewing the world through the eyes of a street nigga archetype that was engineered by Esau Edom. All right? American culture is it's a sunken place. It's oppression, because it's blinding you from where you came from. All right, but we're really supposed to go after the image of Yahawashi. That's the goal, man. All right. We are disciples striving to be like our master. Okay. And the more we involve ourselves in the ministry, the more we do the works, the more we read, watch videos, and the more we unplug from these different archetypes and the lifestyle that come with these archetypes, the more you unplug from it, the more you make room for Yahawashi. That's why I said, we're following the archetype of Yahawashi, absorbing his energy, absorbing his spirit. So for example, let's say, brothers might have had their favorite rapper. Let's say your favorite rapper was Tupac, but you listen to Tupac, you absorb his energy, you absorb his spirit, to where you sort of, in your psyche, you kind of like an extension of Tupac, man. People used to tell me, like, man, you kind of remind me of this rapper. Cause I used to listen to him so much, I had their vibration, you know what I mean? Jake listened to Lil Wayne so much, like Jake sound like Wayne, or Jake could have a Louisiana accent, don't even be from Louisiana. Jake started rapping, he rapping like who? Because now they've absorbed the energy and the spirit of these rappers so much that they're basically an extension of these rappers. All right? GMS in his likeness, Isaiah 60:1, beautiful scripture. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Right? Gross darkness, man. All right, this veil that he's put over our eyes, man. This paradigm that's really like a psychological glass dome that cuts us off from reality. All right, that cuts us off from reality. Okay, and if you shatter the glass of that dome, then you'll see reality, and you'll see the truth for what it is. As it says in the scriptures, the truth shall set you free. So how can we be free if we're cut off from the truth? See, now we're free because we've been exposed to the truth. But prior to being in the truth, we were still held captive in our minds. All right? Because we were strangers to our nationality. We were strangers to our power. We were strangers to our own identity. When we looked in the mirror, we didn't know what we were looking at. We were looking at a stranger. We judged ourselves by another culture's standard, by another culture's standard of how we should behave as people in his kingdom. And we model ourselves after these archetypes. All right? We are yet this day in our captivity. All right, and that's part of being a lost soul in Babylon. You not knowing who you are. So many Jakes, especially Generation Z and millennials, they got all type of crazy hairstyles, all type of crazy hair dyes, tattoos everywhere, all type of crazy lifestyles because they have no image to imitate. They have no positive image, and the only positive image is really Yahawashi. So they're not opening up a book and reading the Gospels and learning the spirit and the ways of Yahawashi. They're not going into the laws, or they're not going into the Tanakh to learn the ways of the Most High and his following his guidelines. All right, because it says what in Genesis? Let us make man in our image and our likeness, which that means give him order. All right, but through those laws, those oral laws that we had back then, it made us like unto Yahweh. It made us like into his image, all right, which was his archetype in his within his actions. All right. But Esau put archetypes in place of the prophets, in place of, all right, the kings of Israel, the men that we could imitate their characters, all right, in place of Yahweh and Yahawashi, all right. And he gave us, just how you have like the book of Sirach and the book of Proverbs that gives you guidelines on how to conduct yourself on earth. All right. Well, Esau gave us rappers that gave us guidelines on how to conduct ourselves on earth, man. All right. GMS in his likeness, the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air. Okay. So like Genesis 1:26. And the power said, let us make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. And that's pretty much the point, man. All right, let us make man in our image. So the first image that we're supposed to imitate is Yahweh and Yahawashi. All right, that's the image. All right, that's the mindset, which is a king's mindset. How can you be pro-Israelite, all right, or how can you know you're an Israelite and you still falling for the sorcery of your enemy? Don't you know the culture that he engineered is like a magic wand towards the 12 tribes? So-called black culture. All right, it's a conglomerate of different energies, different mindsets, compiled together in a stew of confusion. All right, a stew of Christianity, a stew of feminism, a stew of black culture, a stew of American culture, a stew of individualism, a stew of materialism and consumerism, all compiled in this thing called westernization, all right, which is part of your sunken place, man. And our people are really affected by that. 1 Corinthians 15:49. And as we have borne the image of the earthly, we also shall bear the image of the heavenly. That's right. And that's going to ultimately manifest in us getting new bodies. All right. That's why it also says we have this gift in earth and treasures, because right now we're just doing our best to imitate Yahawashi. But soon we're really going to be what they call Christ-like, which is really Yahawashi-like, because we're going to get those new bodies and be perfect, man. Because shalom, because the law is going to be programmed in us. But, that's pretty much the point. Something else in my spirit, Esau, he really mastered mind control. That's why he goes into psychology so much. He goes heavy into psychology. He wants to study the mind so he could control the mind. He studies the mind so he could control the mind. But the point is, all right, the ultimate archetype that we're going to follow and that we are following is the archetype of the image of Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi. Yahawashi came on earth to show us how to be like his father. But with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi, Bahashim Kakodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings at the waters to the house of David the elect. Abba, Kum Yashala, Shalom. The water, Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi. Shalom, shalom.